Happy Thursday, everyone. Back with a video. Had some interesting stuff we could talk about today. I went to go get new shoes from my shoe guy on, I believe, Monday? I think it was Monday? Yes. And get my shoes, like I usually do, because I don't pay for shoes. I'm a cool kid like that. I'm a shoe tester. I got some New Balances that probably won't come out until next week. And within 12 hours, I got blood on them from running because of an existing blister. He gave me something very interesting. About May, I did a half marathon in Fresno, and I did really well. I placed. I got a check for like $200, good times. But he gave me, I got a trophy. I didn't even know I was trophying. See? There you go. See? Another one to add to my collection. Ash says it's another trophy to drop on my head when I'm dusting. I think that's really funny. The coaching gig's going pretty well. We just had our physicals, and they had a compliance meeting today. Everything's going good. Got some cool stuff. We're looking forward to this season. Should be good. We got a lot of good talent coming out. I'm really excited for them. Makes me remember when I was on the team. I'm happy I'm not, though. I'm really happy not to be a slave to the sport. I really enjoy being a part of it, but I just don't like, having to be dragged out there unless I absolutely want to. Running's been going good. I feel great lately. I have a smaller race this weekend, but I have a really big race 2 weeks. It's a night race. It's Howlin' at the Moon. It's one of the few night races we have in town. I've won that for about 3 times. Last year I didn't do very well because I had a sinus infection and I ended up choking my way to the finish and gagging. Not cute. It was not cute. People actually remember me finishing sick, which is creepy and weird at the same time. But all in all, I think this should be a good race. Had a conversation with my brother. He had a panic attack because he took a helmet to the thigh. Thought he broke his leg, and I was like, "What does it feel like?" And he was all, "It's really hurting, and it's hard and swollen." And I'm thinking, "You probably have a bone bruise." And he's like, "How do you know?" And I recalled the memory I had from back when I was running steeplechase back at Bakersfield College. A girl in front of me in the race stopped to climb over to the hurdle instead of just, hurdling it, hence the name hurdle. And I slammed into the hurdle with my leg, going full speed, and I thought I broke my leg too, but I just ended up getting a nice, delicious bruise on my leg. What else? I was talking to Ash this morning at practice, and, life has a way of being very funny and not letting you do the things you actually think you want to do. I have my own philosophy on what life does and what life is, and the path that we go in life. I think when we are born, there are certain pivotal markers and cornerstones we have to get to hit our path in life. But for the most part, it's all free will, and the decision's up to us. But there are a few things in life that we have to get to, and they're not all universal for everybody. I think I was fated to be a runner. I think that is my niche in life, and I think that was what I was always supposed to be. I think it was destiny. I think back on different things in my life before I actually discovered the sport, and I was going to be a runner whether it happened when I was 5 or when I was 50. It was going to happen. And when you try to divert yourself from your path that has been laid for you, or at least the major stepping stones, life's going to put you back on it, whether you want to or not. There's just some things you can't control and some things you can. I guess the way I best described it when I was younger is life is like a tree, and there's these major branches that go on the tree, and those are those major points in our life that we have to get to. But all the little branches that are sporadically branching from the main branches, those are for us to determine. And I think things like that you have to be aware of. Some things are in our control and some things are not in our control. I think that's why when there's that argument over fate and free will, I think it's both. I think for the most part we have a severe amount of decision making to do in our life, but there are just few things in our lives that we have to accept that has no control over us. That's why I believe in soulmates, and that's why I believe that some things are fated, because I think there are just some things out there that once the concept of us has began, there's some things that go along with us. That's why I think there are some people that you meet in your life for a reason. I think that's why there's some events that when you get to them you feel this is right and this is perfect, because you were supposed to do those things. Those things were supposed to happen. You were supposed to meet these people. These interactions were supposed to happen. And if they didn't happen, life and fate and all the forces and powers that be will find a way to make it happen. Whether it's stopping you in your planned life, whether it's breaking your leg in high school at a track meet, whether it's, being accepted to Princeton instead of Yale. You may not like it at the time, but when you look back at it, it happened for a reason. And that's what we need to come to accept as people, is that some things we can control and some things we don't. And, I can't control the people I run into, but I can have some control over the relationships I have with them, and if I want them to be positive or negative. But there are some people I've met that they are important and significant because of how fate laid it out for me in my life. Those people still matter. Those people matter now. And I don't know if that's the same concept reciprocated from about me, but there are just some things in life that have to happen to us. This set of things, it's not universal. My best friend doesn't have the same set of things that have to happen for her as me. It's just our life plan. They're just like, a few major things, and then all these other awesomer things that we have to do. It's like when you do a video game, how there's levels, but you have to get to the checkpoints to get to the levels. Well, it doesn't matter how you get to the checkpoints, just get to the checkpoint. Figure out how to get to the checkpoint. And once you get to those, everything's fine. Another conversation I had with my friend Ash, she's my partner in crime. We're talking about why some of us don't have a type when it comes into relationships. Well, I do have a type. For a while I didn't think I do, but I do. It's not physical. Because if you look back at all the people I've ever dated, or interested in, or whatever, they're not very much alike physically. Like, they're tall and short, white, Mexican, athletic, not athletic, but it's energy for me. It's a personality. It's the intrigue. I mean, I'm very cerebral as a person, so if you can keep me intrigued by you as a person, you can make me curious and make me want to know more, then you haven't made. I mean, I really don't care much about how you look, because I've met some beautiful people, and they're just about as interesting as a blank wall. They have nothing going for them. They're so, one-sided. They bring nothing to the table. Like, I can't have a relationship with somebody that dull. But then I've met people who are, they're not top shelf in looks, but oh my God, is their personality astounding? Is the chemistry there? Because it clicks so well when we talk. Yeah, that happens. And those people will usually win me over relationship-wise over the guy who's gorgeous. And it's even funnier, it's usually the hot, gorgeous guys, usually assholes. It's not gonna win me over. I don't do the asshole thing. It's just not gonna do it. The whole asshole gene, that's what my friend Vincent talks about. Back when we were in high school, Vincent always say, all the assholes in high school have girlfriends because of the asshole gene. They're just dicks and girls go for it. I don't think that works for me. I mean, like, if you're an asshole, I'm just gonna not buy it. I'm just gonna be like, peace. Like, I don't want to deal with you right now. You don't have to be a kiss ass, though. I think it's just, you gotta know how to talk to me. That's, you either can or you can't. And if you can, oh boy, it's gonna be interesting. Another topic that came up was age. I think that we have there's a literal age, which is your physical age, and that's like you're 60 years, you're 45 years, you're 37. But then there's your mental age, because I know some people who are older than me, and they lack experience, and so they're basically a teenager still. No. I mean, then I know people who are 18, and they have such old souls. It's a mental age. Like, once again, everything with me is cerebral. Yes. For me, it's all in the mind. The sexiest thing you can ever have is a mind. A good, complicated, complex, in-depth, multifaceted, thought-provoking, debate-having, chess-playing mind. I mean, you could have a six-pack, but if I can't talk to you, what's different from your six-pack to the next guy who has one? Nothing, really. I mean, looks can only get you so far, and looks only last for so long. Because in the end, you got to be as sharp as a tack, because that hot body's going to go away once, time takes its toll on you. So everybody, have a good day, have a good Thursday and Friday, and I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Namaste.